Hello and welcome to another Purveyor of Light Photoshop quick tip. Today we've got another creative edit on it, and I'm going to take you through my brain here if I can, see how it thinks, how it goes through editing photos and why. Got this nice ski lighthouse here on the shore, and I look at the images and I always look at what don't I like. Okay, I forget what I like. It's always what don't I like. And so the first thing, sky. Look at the noise in this sky. The noise is over even on the lighthouse. It is absolutely terrible. I don't know what it was shot with, or whether it was shot at high ISO or whatever, but it's incredibly noisy. So that's number one. And then number two is, now this is gonna just look at the whole photo, and you can see, for some reason, and this is to me only, that the sky and the lighthouse don't go together. Okay? Now, this may be a completely natural photo, but to me, the sky and the lighthouse don't work. Okay? And there'd be plenty of times in nature where that happens, right? But I don't like it, and so therefore I'm going to do something to correct it. So I've got noise, and I don't like the sky. All right. Next thing, this color. It's just distracting. The color of the lighthouse, the color of the roof, the color of the everything, it's wrong. Okay? This may be a realistic representation of what was there, but it distracts from the photo for me. So, with all that said, I'm going to remove color, and we're going black and white. Okay? So I'm going to take you along my edit now, and at least now you understand what I'm going for and why. All right, first things first, the sky. Got to do something about the sky. So I'm going to try to Command and Control J to duplicate the background. That's my safety step always. And I'm going to go up to Select and Sky. See how Adobe does. Okay. And it did an okay job. Not perfect. I can see there's imperfections already. But it'll be good enough for where we work. So with that selected, I'll Command and Control J. That puts up a separate layer, and I'm going to turn everything off so you can just see here. Now we have a layer on the top that has just the sky. It's been isolated away, and the lighthouse and the house and everything have all been switched to transparent. All right, so what are we going to do here? We're going to put some moisture in the clouds. We're going to try to get rid of some of the noise and see what kind of effect we can get with. All right, so with the topmost layer selected, I'm going to go up to Filter and Blur Gallery and Path Blur. And I am going to change the direction of my blur. And I'm going to go to something that's more aesthetically pleasing. And I'm going to enforce the fact that I want this to be movement. So I'm putting that in place. And then I'm going to increase the speed of the movement in the sky until I have the effect that I'm looking for. And you have to wait a minute for it to come through, but I'm thinking that looks pretty good. All right. High quality check and hit OK. And now Photoshop's going to do its calculations, and it's done the sky for us. Okay? And as you can see from there, we have done a ton with the sky. Here's the before, and there's the after. The before and the after. Now, most importantly is, look, the noise is almost completely gone. So I'm liking that already. Okay, but as we can see, as good as Photoshop is, wasn't perfect on the selection of the sky, and so we have a little bit of encroachment we need to fix. So I'm going to put a layer mask on this layer, and then painting in black, I'm going to bring back some of the lighthouse that got destroyed. Okay, and I'm just going to do this, and I would normally, spend more time on this, but I value your guys' time more than mine. So I am going to just be quick about this, but you would do a much better job than I'm doing right now. But just take your brush, take your time, and remove any areas that Photoshop over zealous on. Okay? And again, take your time to do it and look. All right? Now, with that said, we see how much difference there is there? That's how much it's encroached. Okay. I think my batteries and my brush are just gone. But we must continue on. All right, we're going to hit the roof. Again, as you can see, as you get in, you can say, wow, Photoshop did not do a very good job at all. And, as good as it is and as much as, Photoshop and that has been improved, these automated processes can only do so much. And I know that everybody wants just that one button click that, hey, it fixes everything. And look at that. And I'm an artist by clicking select the sky or select the thing. It just doesn't work that way in reality. If you want a quality product, you're going to have to put in a little bit of work on it. Okay? And that's just the way it is. Okay? And look at it this way. Photoshop did a lot of the heavy lifting for us. All right? It really did. So, okay. So now we're good enough. Now we have that selected. That looking much better. And again, the before and the after. Okay? So we've taken the noise out of the sky. We've corrected the annoying clouds. And now all we need to do now is take this thing black and white. Now, I can most certainly, do this within Photoshop. I can come up and, put a black and white layer on it. And then I can try to, adjust how I want things to look. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. It's just, this is where I find a tool more productive than this, and that is I'm going to go to the Nik Silver Efex Pro. Okay, so I am going to make a stamp layer first before I do anything. So with the top layer, Command Option Control E, and that gives me a stamp layer, which is just English for this is everything merged into one layer. So that's a stamp layer. All right, and now I can come up and use my filter. I can use the Nik Collection and Silver Efex Pro 3. My favorite black and white tool, hands down. If you do not own this, run out and buy it. It's well worth your money. By clicks here on the presets, you can get things that are very interesting, very dramatic. And plus you still have on the right side all of the manual controls to do any fine adjustments and fine tune it to your liking. Full spectrum, and I just click on one and look at the effect till I find something that I'm looking for, and I already know which one I'm looking for. So one of my favorites is Darken Edges, and I like that. Okay, that's one of my favorites. And so I'm just going to hit apply, and it's going to do a little churning, and there we go. It's made the final layer, and there we go. I think we have done a great job. We have turned around and taken it. I'll take it from the history here. Go up to history. And there's what we came from. Terrible noise. And if you look at this now, you can see your eye will get trained and see, wow, color does distract from this image. This is a case where sometimes color is best removed. I change it, and now it's just a more interesting photo, more dramatic, more interest, and I think we have a winner. All right, so there you go, guys. I really do appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, please take the time to subscribe, like, hit the bell. As they say, I hate saying all those things, but YouTube makes that the law. If you don't hit the bell and don't hit the subscribe, then my videos don't get shown out to people. And so it really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. And if you have any comments, I'm always loving the user comments in that. Always appreciate it. So please, by all means, put some comments down. Give me some feedback, suggestions, whatever you like. Or just say hi. Always appreciate that too. All right. So there we go, guys. Till next week, take care.